Rabbi Goldstein said a lot of congregations open the ark for Elenu.
Oh, yeah, to see the Torahs.
Yeah.
I don't think they did in Spokane. I don't know, maybe they do. We could. It's just one more person to come up. Yeah, I guess we could. Or I guess I could do it.
Did you go to the concert on Wednesday?
I didn't because I had a cooking class, a Jewish cooking class to. It's a community ed class and it was scheduled months and months ago. And then of course, so Dan, you went.
Yep. Yeah, I was there. I didn't see you. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, so what'd you guys think?
It was nice.
Was it? Was it well attended?
I saw the CDs afterwards, but I thought the concert was much better than the CD.
Oh, okay, good. So you thought it was a good concert?
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
Good.
Miriam said 105 tickets and about 70 people showed up.
Well, good.
How many tickets did you sell?
Well, Miriam said 105 and then she said 100. But I think it was about 70 people there.
Well, good.
Carol didn't come. She was sick. Didn't come even though she had a ticket.
Marcy didn't come. Stu did.
Okay, good. Well, I hadn't heard anything on the internet. I was kind of surprised that nobody said anything about it or said how it was or.
On the internet?
Well, on Facebook usually I hear some things and.
I wouldn't know about Facebook. I never used it and can't think of a reason to start.
Yeah. Well, I do it because I expect to see a little bit from my kids, but.
Well, Carol does it. But that doesn't mean I see a reason to.
Yeah.
I do, basically, there's way too much information already. Why should I make it easy?
Yeah. Well, especially if you go to any of those Marriott suites right now. Everybody knows everything. Okay. So on Saturday, we're waiting around and Leslie and Phoebe don't show up, and I hadn't heard, and I didn't bring any of my family with me, like that came on Friday night.
Oh.
Friday night I had 5 people, my car was full, and so 5 shoes, that's a pretty good deal. All you need to do is do that with 2 cars and you got a minion there. So, and I could have with my family. So, I finally just decided, well, I'm gonna call my brother and Charles and see if they can come over. And Louita answered and she said, oh yeah, we're on our way. Perfect, we just needed 2 more people.
Oh.
So we had a minion, and Charles read the first Aliyah, which was 10 lines out of the book, but still cold, just like all the rest of us. He did much better than I did. You should have been there Saturday. He did pretty well. Did you? He just had his bar mitzvah. He did everything. He did the whole Friday night service. He did the whole Saturday morning service. He did every Torah portion and his hospital.
Wow.
Just amazing.
Who was this?
This is Charles. You were here last Friday, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I came with my family. That was, hi there, how
Hi.
are you? That was the young man who I brought up.
Oh,
That was my nephew.
Okay, I didn't remember his name.
Yeah, Charles, yeah.
Okay.
So he just had his bar mitzvah too, a couple of weeks
So
ago.
we have the 5 books of Moses, and then we have the hymn book,
And he did such
and we have the
really
transliterations,
wonderful job.
and that's what us people that don't know Hebrew, we follow along with these.
And I'm glad you're used to that now, because then I don't have to remind my, oh yeah, I got it too long ago.
Yeah, and she just kind of goes through, does the songs.
Hi, I'm Debbie.
Debbie Wing.
Wayne, nice to meet you. Hi, Emily, how are you? Good job.
Just
So, and this is Brett,
Yeah.
and that was Dan.
Nice to meet you.
James?
Wayne.
Wayne and
Yeah.
Emily.
Oh, Wayne, no, okay.
oh, it's just the 3 of us.
Unfortunately, I'll forget in a couple minutes.
No, Doris and Jim are coming, because I've got chairs in the car for them. So,
We're a little early,
yeah,
which is good.
Did you have a nice week?
Yeah, I did. How about you?
Great, really good. I really made kind of a discovery about my career this week. Like one of my dream career was always to be a drug and alcohol counselor. And so I've been carrying a lot of regret for a long time that I got my business degree and that I'm working in accounting.
Oh.
You know, I always felt like, oh, I'm not being my authentic self by doing accounting. I should be helping people directly, you know. But then all of a sudden, I looked up how much drug and alcohol counselors make.
Which is nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, do I wanna live in poverty essentially and take on the weight of other people's problems, or do I wanna stick with the status quo, which doesn't stress me out at all. Like my job is cushy.
Who do you work for?
I work for Greater Columbia Behavioral Health. It's an administrative office that distributes Medicaid dollars and federal block grant dollars.
So you really are helping people.
Exactly. Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah, helping
Yeah.
my boss definitely with all the paperwork. You
Yeah.
can imagine there's a lot of
Yeah. Red tape.
yes,
Yes.
a lot.
Yes. Yeah. So you come to the aha moment.
Exactly. I'm like, this accounting's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with it. And you know, and I think it's kind of a common misconception with us millennials that, you know, growing up on the Disney movies where it's like, you can do anything,
Yeah.
you can live your dreams, you know.
Yeah, but you can live your dreams, but if you're gonna
But you also need to work and you need
Yeah.
to give your
Yeah.
part, you
Yeah.
know, do your part here. So
Yeah. And probably you should ask your boss or somebody because it sounds like you're in a place where you could do some tutoring or some
no. I work with a bunch of people that are a lot older than me. But it's still just, I have my own office, I've got my own workspace, you know, I don't have to deal with customers. We are strictly administrative, we don't deal with patients. And our office is actually closing here on December 30th, and originally I thought I was gonna move because I thought my job was over. But turns out, they're gonna hire me back on as a temp to do the vouchers.
Okay.
So I'm sticking around longer.
Good.
I'll be here for at least another 3 months.
Well, good. I hope it's longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, good. You know, I wanted to go into chemistry, and then I took one chemistry class, and I didn't do that well. And
Yeah, that happened with English with me.
you know, I actually wanted to go into home economics, teach home economics.
Aw, that's nice.
And do math and that. And I didn't realize that home economics was a course that you had to say the day you stepped on the college campus, this is what I wanna do, and
Oh,
this is the
yeah,
path.
yeah, it's,
I had no clue that that was the
so you
path.
got all your prerequisites.
So I know I didn't do any of,
Probably not
I
good.
didn't
Oh.
know any of it. And then I got a C in chemistry, and I thought, it's not good enough. I mean, in my head, it probably, it might have been, but in my head, it wasn't good enough, so I went to math instead. Because, well, I love to read, but I'm not a writer.
True. That's how, well, I'm actually a writer, but I'm not a reader.
Oh, yeah?
Definitely not a reader, so that's why I could get through business college relatively easily. Because I'd say of all the majors, that one has the least amount of
The guy had a beard.
reading and writing. It's more just like, it is a lot of math, so that's cool. So you
And I
could
could have actually, I should have probably gone into business. So,
never too late, go back to school.
I know.
You had that once before too.
Well, we're gonna do a little traveling hopefully this winter, so.
Oh yeah, you're doing great. Honestly, I always want to go back, you know, ever since I left college, I want to go back. I don't think that'll ever change though, you know, because sometimes working is a lot.
Several months back.
You know.
I was
Anyway.
talking to the police about abandoned car in the lot. We talked to the police about somebody.
Hello. This is Doris and Jim, Emily and Wayne.
Hi, I think I saw you guys at the, what was it,
The Klezmer.
Klezmer concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah,
It was
and tell
fun.
me how that was.
I'm glad you
I know,
enjoyed it.
I
I
loved
started
it.
to talk to you, like, I think I said, where were you? And then you started talking about your class or something.
Yeah,
Did you know all along you were gonna miss it?
yeah, I knew all along. Well, I couldn't help it. I mean, I was the only Tuesday night, I had something, I had a class on Wednesday and Thursday. And Tuesday I knew something, so there really wasn't a date that it was gonna be.
There were 100 people before, so.
Yeah, good. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they had set it up the way.
They
Yeah.
did set it up?
Well, I told Jim when he left, I said, there's gonna be dancing, I need to have like a big open area. But when I got there, they didn't pay any attention to what I told him. I don't know if he told anybody, but
And what did I tell you?
I don't
You
remember.
said it's gonna be up to the musicians to decide.
Wait, did you tell anybody that was setting up what I said? Cause nobody, none of those people setting up had ever been here before when we had klezmer people before that did dancing in the session hall. So sure enough, so anyway, people just ended up moving chairs
That was fine.
eventually, but it wasn't good because like, there just still wasn't enough
None of
room.
those people are stopped.
Well, yeah.
They had to get up.
There's problems.
You don't have to sit. You're going to
You're gonna
klezmer.
stand up for the whole concert?
Well, when we had people here before, we had many chairs stand up, everybody just whirling somebody around. Yeah, years ago, remember that?
I don't remember
Okay,
this.
it was a woman that came over from Seattle with a guy, they played music. And she would lead the music and we would just
Well,
follow
that was
her.
more of just a dance.
This was more like a concert, but they wanted us to dance.
Yeah.
And a few people that, you know, normally would get up like Greg and Alan.
Greg and Alan and.
Mary Dan was there,
Yeah.
Nancy and Greg.
Did Mary get it?
She wasn't, yeah, she
She
did.
was at the,
She did.
with the CDs, they were
Not
selling
gold,
CDs.
not gold.
Yeah.
Just at the end.
And sometimes I don't
No,
really
she
hear
didn't. But there just wasn't room, like I would have liked to. I was standing there, I was in the very front row with Doris Lewis.
My daddy.
But it was pretty hard to even get the chairs. Some people were kind of sitting in the way.
Oh, yeah.
They
Well,
tried.
Yeah, well, you
The
do the
baby-
best you can.
Baby went up there in front with Roosevelt.
Oh,
That was cute.
Hanali,
What's her name?
Hanali, I think.
I thought it was Hana.
Yeah,
Hana Lee.
Hanali, I think. Yeah. Okay, we'll start services on page 252 with Yadid Nefesh. Yadid Nefesh of Harachaman Meshov Avda El Ratzonach Yarutz Avda Kemo Ayal Yishtachave El Muhadarach Yerov Lo Yedidutach Mino Fetsu Vechol Tam Lai 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 Lai. Top of 254. Psalm 95. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, ladonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, ladonai. Naria, Naria, Litzur Yeshenu, Nikad Mapat Navtoda. Naria, Naria, Litzur Yeshenu, Bizmi Rod Naria Lo. Let us sing to the Lord, rejoice in our Creator, greeting Him with acclaim, singing psalms of praise. He is the foundation of our lives. The Lord is exalted beyond all that is worshipped. In His hand He holds the world He fashioned. Sea and land, abyss and mountain peak are His. Let us worship the Lord our Creator. He is our God, and we are the flock that He guides. Help is ours today, if only we would listen to His words. Wander in the wilderness no longer. Harden not your heart in the way of your ancestors. In the wilderness they tried and tested me, even though they had witnessed my miracles. 40 years contending with that generation led me to say they are wayward and care not for my ways. Therefore in indignation did I vow they would never reach my land of peace and rest. Arbaim shana akud bedor, Viomar am toev lovavchem, Vehem lo yadut derachai, Asher nishbati, Va'apim yivoun el menuchati. Middle of page 254. Shiru ladonai, shir chadash, shiru ladonai, kol ha'oretz, shiru ladonai, baruchu shemo, basaru miyom liyom yeshuato, shiru ladonai, shir chadash, shiru ladonai, kol ha'oretz, shiru ladonai, baruchu shemo, basaru miyom liyom yeshuato, basaru miyom liyom yeshuato. Sing a new song to the Lord. Renew yourselves, all people on earth. Sing to the Lord. Praise him for his daily help. Proclaim his glory and wonders to all the world. Revere the Lord beyond all that is worshipped. All of the gods are nothingness, but the Lord created the heavens. Majesty and might accompany him. Splendor and strength adorn his sanctuary. Acknowledge the Lord, all families of nations. Acknowledge his majestic power. Acknowledge his glory and bring him tribute. Worship the Lord in sacred splendor. Let the earth tremble in his presence. Declare to the world, the Lord is king. He has steadied the world, it stands firm. He judges the nations impartially. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea and all it contains roar in praise. Let field and forest sing for joy. The Lord comes to rule the earth, to rule the world justly, the nations with his faithfulness. And at the top box on page 256. Yismachu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, Betogel haaretz, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Umalo, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umalo. Down at the bottom of Psalm 97, light is stored for the righteous, joy for the honorable. Let the righteous rejoice in the Lord, praising his holy name. And at the top, bottom box on 256. Or zarua la tzadi, Ulishrei lev simcha, or zarua la tzadik, Ulishrei lev simcha, or zarua la tzadik, Ulishrei lev simcha, la 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 simcha, or zarua la tzadik, Ulishrei lev simcha, la 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 simcha. We continue our services on page 260. Mizmor LaDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'le'elim, Havu l'Adonai kavod ba'oz, Havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai b'charat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim Adonai al mayim rabim Kol Adonai bakoach Kol Adonai bechadar Kol Adonai shaver arazim Vayashaber Adonai et Arsei Halvanon, Vayarkidem Kemo Egel Levanon, Vasirion Kamo Vein, Bein Remim. Kol Adonai Hosev Lahavo Esh. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh. Kol Adonai Yahole Ayalot. Vayehesov Yearot Uvhechalot Kulo Omer Kavod Kulo Omer Kavod Adonai Lamabul Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Laolam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yatain Adonai Yevorech et Amo Vashalom. Lachado D found on 262. Lechado di likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabela. Lechado di likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el cham yuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'li tehila lechado di likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lachuven elcha ki hi mekor habracha Merosh Mekedam Nesucha Sof Maseh B'mashava Tehila Lechado di likrat kala Pene Shabbat Nikabela 264 Boi V'shalom Ateret Bala Gam Bat Simcha Utsachala Toch emune am segula boi chala lechado di likrat kala pene Shabbat nikabela. You may be seated. Psalm 92 is found on page 267. A song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim the Lord, to sing your praise, exalted God, to proclaim your love each morning, to tell of your faithfulness each night, to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp. Your works, O Lord, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation. How vast your works, O Lord, your designs are beyond our grasp. The thoughtless cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom this. The wicked may flourish, they may spring up like grass, but their doom is forever sealed, for you are supreme forever. Your enemies, Lord, your enemies shall perish, all the wicked shall disintegrate. But you have greatly exalted me. I am anointed as with fragrant oil. I have seen the downfall of my foes. I have heard the doom of my attackers. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of the Lord, they shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall bear fruit even in old age. They shall be ever fresh and fragrant. They shall proclaim, the Lord is just. He is my rock in whom there is no flaw. 4 lines from the bottom on page 266. Sadikatam ar yifrach keres bavanon Yizke shetulim b'veit Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu ojen uvun b'seva deshenim v'ra'ananim yeyu lahagi ki ashor Adonai tsuri v'lo avlatabo. This concludes our Kabbalat, our first service, which is just to get us in the mood. We will continue our service on page 281. We have two brachas, two blessings before Shema, which is the watchword of our faith. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is Lord is one. The first praises God for gift of creation. Second, giving us the Torah, thanking us. Shema comes. And then the last two bracha afterwards are praising God as eternal redeemer of the people Israel, and also as praising God and thanking God for being our protector. So we'll just go to these prayers as one right after the other. Join me on the top of 281. Praised are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, whose word brings the evening dusk. You open the gates of dawn with wisdom, change the day's division with understanding, set the succession of seasons, and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Tzavaot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your rule shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Lord, for each evening's dusk. El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim, 282. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havta Torah u'mitzvot Hukim u'mishpatim Otanu lemadeta Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu B'shachveinu uvkumeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nishmach b'divrei Toratecha U'mitzvotecha la'olam va'ed Ki heim hayenu v'yorech yomeinu Uvahem negev yomam v'layla V'ahavadcha al tasir mimenu leolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael El melech ne'eman Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ohavta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol lebavcha v'chol nafshecha U'v'chol meodecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh Asher nochi mitzavacha hayom alavavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiptecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'aderech uv'shakvecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day you shall take to heart. You shall diligently teach them to your children. You shall recite them at home and away, morning and night. You shall bind them as a sign upon your hand. They shall be a reminder above your eyes, and you shall inscribe them upon the doorposts of your homes and upon your gates. emet. Please join me responsively on the bottom of 289. In time to come, the mount of the Lord's temple shall stand firm above the mountains, towering above the hills, and all the nations shall turn their attention to it. Many nations shall go there, saying, Come, let us journey to the mount of the Lord, to the temple of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways, that we may walk in his paths. For instruction shall be coming from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He will decide the disputes between nations and arbitrate for the multitude of peoples. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, nor shall they experience war any more. When his children beheld his might, they sang in praise of him, gladly accepting his sovereignty. Moses and the people Israel sang with great joy this song to the Lord. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot osei felech, malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, zeli anu v'amru, Adonai yimloch la'olam va'et v'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad hazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Goal Yisrael. Please join me at the top of 293. Help us, our Father, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. You, O God, guard us and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Lord, who spreads a shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu l'chayim ul'shalom me'ata v'ad olam uvros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch ata Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. V'shamru, top of 294. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat, lasot et ha-shabbat, l'dorotam berit olam, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, ki sheshet yamim, aso Adonai, et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz uvayom hashvi'i shovat vayi nafash uvayom hashvi'i shovat vayi nafash. Now's our time for our communion with God, our private prayers. We do have a prayer that we do say, the Amida, 18 prayers here that you can read those, or you can say, have your own private conversation. We will be reading from 296 to 303. Please rise. Top of 302, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim La'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim La'olam. Ki atahu melech adon, L'chol ha'shalom. Ki atahu melech adon, L'chol ha'shalom. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim La'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim La'olam. V'tov be'enecha, Lavorech et Amacha, Yisrael b'chol eit, Uv'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim La'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tasim La'olam. Tasim La'olam. Please join me in the middle of 303. My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah so that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Do so because of your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer. He who brings peace to his universe will bring peace to us and to all the people Israel. Amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imaru, amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imaru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru v'yimaru. Amen. Well, this week's Parsha is Vayeshev, and lots of different important things that happen in this Parsha. Of course, we've been through Jacob and his machinations with his brother, and then he has his children, and so this week it's mostly about Joseph, and I don't know what page. Well, yes, I do, because I turned to it. Oh, it is on page. We are going to be reading Joseph in Potiphar's household, so we will be reading starting about chapter 39, 1 in Genesis 2:38. So, but that's not the start of the Parsha. The start of the Parsha is Joseph and the many coats. Now, Joseph's a shepherd just like his brothers. He's also a gossiper, telling his father. He's the youngest one, and he likes to tell on his brothers. All brothers and sisters tell on each other. So he was no different. And, of course, Jacob favors him over his other sons because he's a son of his old age. So he's probably finally being able to enjoy his kids. The first ones you try really hard to do everything right, but you finally really enjoy your last ones because you're a little more relaxed, and you have the parent thing down pat, and he had 12, 13, 14, whatever. So Jacob, Yaakov, even makes Joseph a beautiful coat of many colors. And, of course, the brothers are jealous. How can he have this nice coat? They probably had hand-me-downs from everyone, Judah, Levi, Naphtali, Issachar and Issachar. And so, wow. And then here's Joseph with his beautiful new coat. And then Joseph has a dream, and he dreams about 12 bushels of wheat. And Joseph's bushel of wheat stands straight up, and the other wheat bows down. Well, gee, is this a prophecy about how he's going to be the boss and his brothers are going to be bowing down to him? But they jeer at him and ask him if he really believes they will ever bow down to him. And they hate him. They really hate him. And so then he has another dream in which the sun, moon, and 11 stars are bowing down to him. When he repeats this dream, his father scolds him, "Will I, your mother, and your brothers bow down to you?" And so the brothers are so hateful, and they hated him so much, they sold him into slavery. And then, of course, they bring back his coat to his father, and they smear his coat with goat's blood. And Jacob is just beside himself. He assumes a wild animal has killed his son, mourns for many days, and refuses to be consoled. Meanwhile, Joseph is sold to a caravan of Midianites who bring him to Egypt. And he's actually redeemed there. There he is sold to Potiphar, Pharaoh's chief butcher. Okay, so now we go to the story of Yehudah and Tamar. Yehudah leaves his brother and marries a Canaanite woman. They have 3 sons, Er, Onan, and Shelah. Yehudah finds a wife for Er called Tamar. Er does evil things, and God kills him. Yehudah then has Onan marry Tamar. Onan knows that any child that will come out of this union will be considered heirs, so he won't let her become pregnant. God kills Onan as well. And Yehudah tells Tamar to return to her father's house until Shelah will be old enough to marry her. A long time later, Yehudah's wife dies, and after mourning her, he goes to Timnah to shear his sheep. Tamar realized that even though Shelah is old enough to marry her, Yehudah will not allow it. So she puts on a veil and stands by the road to Timnah, waiting for Yehudah. Yehudah does not recognize her and thinks she's a prostitute. He says he will pay her with some goats. However, since he doesn't have any goats with him, he agrees to leave his signet ring, cord, and staff with her as security. Later, when Yehudah sends the goats to her in order to get back his possessions, she has disappeared. About 3 months later, Yehuda hears that Tamar is pregnant. He condemns her to death. But before the sentence can be carried out, she produces his ring, cord, and staff. He realizes that she is in the right, since he did not give her his son Shelah, and sets her free. Tamar gives birth to twins, Peretz and Zerah. And meanwhile, Joseph is in Egypt. He's in Potiphar's household, and his wife makes a play for him. And when she refuses, she claims he attacked her, and Potiphar has him thrown in jail. And this is where he makes friends with butler and baker. They're in jail, and he has a dream, and he interprets that. And this dream is the dream that helps Pharaoh, because he dreams that there will be bad years, and in the end, Pharaoh is saved because of Joseph's dream. Joseph's taken out of captivity, and of course we know that story. He becomes a right-hand man to Pharaoh. So a lot going on. I think is Bob doing services tomorrow? Do you know?
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say, if Harry's here, he always has a good play on what's going on in the Torah. So I also wanted to mention, I don't know if anybody knows, this is really not on this tact so much, but we received quite a number of cards from the local churches. I don't know if anybody knows that after the shooting in Pittsburgh, and one church sent us a whole packet of mail supporting us, and people wrote us cards, and so I know, and I know, and I will mention it next month. Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't think of it at the time, and things were going on, so I will mention it next month. But I wanted everybody to know that we've had a lot of outpouring of sympathy. Jim?
Those notes and letters we posted on the wall?
They can. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. We can put them up on the bulletin board downstairs. Well, well, maybe, okay. Yeah. Well, we'll think about that. I mean,
Put it as part of this, if you go for this one, if it was online, it just wouldn't go out to people. Because it was being finished today.
yeah, well, I thought about it, and I just didn't get it in, so next month, it'll be in.
Depending on how many letters there were, because depending on how big the file was, it might not go out.
I like the bulletin board idea.
I think the bulletin board will be nice. People, and it can be up for a while.
I'm just saying it could be both.
Yeah, okay.
We take a picture of the bulletin board and send it.
Okay, well, we'll have Kiddush downstairs. I know we have a little oneg, thanks to Leslie. And we'll go to Aleinu on page 320. Let me just get something out first, though. Please rise. Aleinu l'shabek l'adon ha'kol ha'teikenu lo yotzei b'reishi shalo asanu k'narei ha'rabson v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shalo sam helkenu kahem v'gor aleinu k'chol ha'monam v'anachnu koreim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shabunotei Shamayim Yotzei Oretz U'moshav Yekaro Moshamayim Ima'al Ushkinatu So Begavhei Meromim Hu Eloheinu Eino Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatu B'Torato V'yadata Yom והגעת ימה שבועת אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, בארץ מתחת אין עוד. כתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר בחיי אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. We recall with affection those who no longer walk this earth, grateful to God for the gift of their lives, for their sweet companionship, and for the cherished memories which endure. May God comfort all who mourn. May He grant them strength to see beyond their sorrow and sustain them in their grief, in solemn testimony to that unbroken faith which links our generation one to another. Those observing yahrzeit and those who mourn, we won't rise, but we will declare our faith in God to magnify and sanctify God's holy name. And hang on. In our year of mourning, we remember Rhoda Berg, Martha Franco Kennedy, Sarah Slackman, Sidney Lanter, Gertrude Glasson, Melvin Firestone, Paula Garland, Mary Fisher, and Mrs. Roten, Sarah Orr's mother. Parsha Vayeshev, we remember Reuben Schwartz, father of Ronald Schwartz, Fred Leeser, Martin Baskin, father of Joyce Goldsmith, Irving Jacobs, Harry Gold, father of Ray Gold. Parsha McCates, which will be next week, we remember Rose Franco, mother of Robert Franco, Ricky Starin Greenborg, wife of Jess Greenborg, Gerald Arlen, father of Althea Gutenberg, Evelyn Rykowski, Henry Kahn, father of Herb Kahn, and Joseph A. Sussman, father of Rhoda Lewis. Are there any names to be mentioned this week?
I'd like to add the 4 soldiers who were killed
Yeah.
in Afghanistan this week.
Yeah.
It's my father's.
It's your father's yahrzeit? What was his name?
Bill Pratt.
Bill Pratt. Okay, and the soldiers that were killed in Afghanistan. We'll have a moment of remembrance for them. May their lives have been for a blessing. Amen. We'll conclude with Adon Olam, found on 5:14. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'es nasa behefso kol azai melech shemo nikra v'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yiyeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'yein sheni Ani, Laham Shilo, Lahabiro, Bali Reshi, Bali Tachli, Valohos, Vaham Isra, Vahu Eli, Vachai Goali, Vatsur Kevli, Beat Sara, Vahu Nisi, Umanosli, Manot Kosi, Bayom Ekra, Bayado, Avkid Ruhi, Beat Ishan, Viaira, Vim Ruhi, Gaviati, Adonai li velo ira. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for all coming. Leslie, thank you for the oneg tonight. So we have regular services tomorrow at 10, Sunday school, regular services, a regular Sunday school on Sunday. Saturday night, Sister's having something, a function at Dietz's, and so you can call Janice. Wives and husbands are invited. It's to watch or just...
It's the boat parade.
It's the boat parade,
Yeah.
right. And I think there's going to be a gifts exchange. So if you want to go, call Janice, call Linda, Preston, call Sarah, call Marcy, I don't know who, call any of those. So that will be tomorrow at 6:30 at Dietz's. Then Sunday is Sunday the 2nd, first night of Hanukkah, first candle. If you need candles, there's candles downstairs. I can give them to you tonight, and you can pay for them later. And then next week we will have our potluck. And services will start at 5:30. Rabbi Jack will be here for the weekend. 5:30, the potluck will be around 6:15. Then we'll have services on Saturday with a kiddush luncheon. And then at 7 p.m., we're going to light Hanukkah candles on Saturday night. And it'll be movie night and have Havdalah with Rabbi. And so it should be nice. And then I believe on Sunday the 9th, there's a Hanukkah party here for the Sunday school, but I don't know any particulars about it. So if you want to come, I guess you can crash it. I don't know. So I don't know if there's...
There was a carnival or anything like that.
I don't think there's... I don't know. I haven't heard anything. So, and then the next thing is the 16th of December. We have our congregation meeting. That's Sunday the 16th. And we will have a board meeting at 3 and a congregation meeting at 4. And we need a quorum. We will have election of officers and also budget approval. Okay. The names have not, but I can, okay, let's, well, it's going to be, I don't know, start probably tomorrow.
Jerry didn't have them, did you send
Yeah.
them to him?
I didn't send them,
So
but Greg should have.
Okay.
So the names are Leslie, here, I've got it. Oh, no, the wrong place. Who did we say, Dan? Leslie for president, Lindsay for vice president, Jen for one of the secretaries, Naomi Young for the other secretary, Dan for treasurer, Sarah for senior trustee, and me for junior trustee. So that's...
How's Greg getting out of this?
I don't know. That's the what? I think that.
Now he was on for vice president.
Well, this is what I've got, and that's what he sent me. So, anyway, so come and vote. Vote often and what? Dan?
So next Friday, do we want to light Hanukkah candles together as part of the potluck?
Well, that would be fun. When do you light them in terms of Shabbat?
We probably have services and then light them maybe at the same time as we light the Shabbat candles.
I don't know if Rabbi will let us light Shabbat candles as late as we lit them last time. We're not really supposed to. I don't know when you light Hanukkah candles on Shabbat.
I think it's Sunday.
It's
I think
Sunday.
you light Shabbat candles first and then.
Yeah, you would. I think you would have to light Hanukkah candles first and then Shabbat. I don't know. I don't know. We'll bring your menorahs. If we light them, we light them. If we don't, we don't. I mean, at least there'll be decoration on the table with candles in them. Okay? I think we can light them. I'll talk to Rabbi. I have to talk to him anyway. So, okay.
Light them at home or here, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Lighting them together.
yeah, it would be nice to light them together. It's nice. It looks pretty and with all the menorahs and everything.
Here versus at home.
Yeah.
And some other cities have, like a candle lighting downtown.
Yeah, that's true.
8-foot menorahs.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, we don't have one of those. So let's go down and have Kiddush. Will somebody lock me up here?
Yeah, I got it. Let's do it. Down.
Thank you. It's an interesting board. It's not a lot of corporate history.
Might be good.
Well, it might be. You look tired. Did you have a hard week?
It's been a long week. Lots of, well, I had,
What?
What did you say was senior trustee?
Well, it should be Sarah. No, it should be Sarah, and then it should be me as junior, I think.
Is that what you said?
Well, I think that's what I said, but it's not what Greg wrote. But it's the way it should
What
be.
did Greg write?
He wrote it backwards.
But was he senior trustee this year?
Was he? I don't know if he
What
knew.
was he?
What was he?
I think the light's on in there. Oh,
No.
okay. I thought he was a trustee. Why would Sarah be trustee? She's sisterhood.
Because she's the
But
past
she can't-
president.
but she can't be both.
No, I think she's
She's
done.
been both this year.
I think she's done.
No, because, oh, wait a minute.